Hey everyone, it's me Gavin Vengeance and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new collected Miscellany trailer for Eula, Surging Frost. And before I get into that, I just want to say thank you guys very much for all the views and the love and the likes and everything like that there, and all the comments on the previous trailer, the new character demo for Eula. It's absolutely crazy. I did not expect anybody to be checking it out as much as you guys have, but thank you. I really appreciate it. It means the world. All the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. This is what I do, Genshin Impact content and other JRPG related things. So that being said, I'm expecting this trailer just to pretty much be like all the other collected miscellanies, give us a little bit of like a breakdown on how to use the characters in certain scenarios. We already know that Eula's a burst DPS and she's a cryo user with a great sword, so I kind of already have an idea of how she's going to play anyways. But the nice thing about these collected miscellany trailers is that they kind of sprinkle in a little bit of like lore, character backstory as well, and really like dig into the characters a little bit more, as the like other previous trailers don't really tend to do that a whole lot. So I'm excited to get into it. I'm gonna stop stalling. Let's get into it. All right, show me those fancy sword skills. I need some more ice sword in my life.
Favonius rid herself of her chains. The winds of freedom have carried the fight against oppression into every corner of Mondstadt.
I think people misunderstand her sword.
Among the ranks of the knights sworn to champion freedom, there walks a descendant of the former tyrannical aristocracy. Eula, the progeny of an infamous lineage with vengeance always on her lips, is the captain of the Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance.
What can I say?
The Spindrift Knight, supremely skilled with her blade. Her controversial heritage leaves many wondering why the Knights would accept her. Perhaps because the songs of freedom woven into the Mondstadt winds first asked, why not?
Ready for reconnaissance.
I love her design. I also love that her voice actress is Yuffie for the upcoming FF7 remake Intergrade.
Masterfully combining Favonius'
fantastic voice actress.
Cryomagic. She forms frost at the tip of her blade, which she wields with the cadence of a dancer. Waltzing gracefully into battle, she then strikes like a crashing wave. Eula derives no additional status in Mondstadt from her once noble lineage, but finds herself the victim of a strict and outmoded education.
Holy hell, that walking animation! Whoa!
What she was taught as pointless pretension, yet is unable to escape its influence entirely, often subjecting herself to meticulous introspection.
I think Sprint is probably going to fall by the wayside a little bit.
Level up materials, she has a chance to double the output, boosting the party's adventure readiness.
Okay, I like it.
Eula's normal attack can combo up to 5
really good combination with the
to enemies.
Upcoming event.
Holding the attack steadily consumes stamina, while Eula unleashes a rapid string of slashes, also dealing physical damage.
Right, similar to other characters.
When her charged attack ends, she unleashes a powerful strike that launches smaller enemies within her range.
But as they've said, she focuses on physical DPS, so
elemental skill,
keep that in mind when you're
perform a rapid slash
considering
that deals
artifacts.
Damage. When the slash hits an enemy, Eula gains 1 stack of Grimheart. The effect has a maximum of 2 stacks. Grimheart increases Eula's resistance to interruption in her defense, creating optimal
which makes her a little bit more tanky.
Damage. Holding Ice-type Vortex causes Eula to consume all stacks of Grimheart and perform a spinning frontal slash that deals AoE cryo damage.
Yep, there's a little bit of our burst damage right there.
If this attack consumes Grimheart stacks, it will decrease the physical and cryo resistance of surrounding enemies. Each stack of Grimheart consumed will convert to an Ice Whirl brand, dealing cryo damage to nearby enemies.
So you trade your buffs to debuff your enemies, which is pretty sick.
Eula's elemental burst unleashes a mighty slash of her sword, dealing cryo damage to surrounding enemies and forming a lightfall sword that follows her around.
And then that blows up after a certain amount of time or something, right?
Resistance to interruption is increased further. Additionally, when enemies are damaged by Eula's normal attack, elemental skill, or elemental burst, the Lightfall Sword's energy is charged. When its duration ends, the Lightfall Sword will descend and explode violently, dealing physical damage to surrounding enemies. The damage dealt increases with the Lightfall Sword's charge stack. When Eula leaves the field, the Lightfall Sword will instantly explode. After unlocking
so that's really useful as well.
When Eula holds Ice-Tide Vortex, if 2 stacks of Grimheart are consumed together, a shattered Lightfall sword is created and explodes immediately, dealing half the base physical damage of the Lightfall sword.
We got some numbers to dig into.
Years of reconnaissance company campaigns have honed Eula's instinct for launching surprise offensives. When she strikes, waves of frost and rays of light surge forth like ocean spray.
She's really
After
well
unlocking
animated.
The talent Wellspring of Warlust, casting Eula's Elemental Burst immediately grants 1 stack of Grimheart and resets the cooldown of her Elemental skill.
Oh, okay. Well, that is
The
really
Spindrift
damn
Knight's
nice.
battleground is the shadows far beyond Mondstadt's city walls. Eula's strength is in hunting down her enemy with courage and calculation, striking with her frosty Favonius Bladework. In combat, Eula often starts the offensive with her normal attack,
Here we go.
interspersing her strikes with the tapping effect of her elemental skill to keep up the pursuit and accrue Grimheart stacks. Next, holding her elemental skill at an opportune moment will deal damage to her enemy, while also reducing their physical and cryo resistance by consuming the Grimheart stacks.
That's when you really want to put in the
Eula's
hurt.
energy is full, unleashing her elemental burst puts further pressure on the enemy and creates a Lightfall sword. Now is the time for a rapid offensive. To charge the Lightfall sword and finally take down the enemy when it explodes.
I get a
There are
feeling
those
she's
with
going to be a
hatred in
little
their
more
hearts
powerful
that are able to do
than
what
people are
Eula
giving her
has
credit
done.
for.
Take the lust for vengeance bequeathed to them by fate and channel it into a force for self-advancement. For Eula, this has set her down a path of peace and inner strength.
She's a
Still,
good
there are
character.
others for whom the passage of time does nothing to quell the poison spreading through their souls.
She wants to let bygones be bygones. You know what
Only
I'm
the
saying?
future will reveal the path they take, but inevitably, it will be a different one.
Leave the past where it's supposed to be. Damn good character. Damn good backstory. Looks pretty sick in battle as well. Honestly, I really just want a couple more hours to fly by, so that way I can start pulling. I'm gonna be more than likely streaming it over here on YouTube as well, so if you guys are interested in seeing any of that, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, like the video if you guys did like this as well, so that way I know that I can probably react to the next collected miscellany, whatever it may be. Thanks again for all the support, I really appreciate it. But that's gonna do it, and I guess I'll see you guys all for the next video, whenever that may be. Thanks again, take care, peace.